back, y'all. And here we go with the story time. After I took some pictures though, and I was like a bomb or whatever, I was like, okay, now it's ready to get the story time out of the way. So, this is the story time of the craziest ex I ever had. Y'all, remind y'all, I was 15. I was going through all of this at 15, and it followed me. I'm now 17, and it followed me to this age. 17 must be 18. Birthday in 3 days, y'all. But here's the story of my craziest ex. This is actually, he's one of them, okay? I was too young. For y'all come from me, I was young and naive. He was young too, but he still acts the same way years later. So, when I was in school in Harding, I was like a sophomore. He was a freshman, okay? I guess we went to the same middle school because he knew my ex. Well, let's just call my ex Z. So he knew Z. And he literally came up to me and was like, "Are you Z's ex?" And I was like, huh? Like, what are we talking about? This is like a long time ago. That was like 8th grade. What you mean? And I was like, yeah, what about it? We're on to bigger and better things, baby. We not talking about it no more. He's like, oh, blase, whatever he said. I was like, okay. And I had one class with him, and it was gym. Okay, now fast forward to some time later. I don't know what was wrong with me. This is when I got done with my other crazy ex, and he still follows me too, till now. Like, he don't be trying to go nowhere. He needs to go. So I think it was around January 2019. He was like 14 around this time. He was younger than me. That's all I know. He was younger than me by by a couple months. Just by a couple months. Because he was a freshman, I was a sophomore. Like, I'm young too, but like, I was still older than him. I don't care. And don't mind this, y'all. I don't know what happened to my neck, but it's like red right now, and I'm not gonna go cover it. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm here around January. My memory is, I remember my mom's birthday is January 19th, and I remember talking to him around that time, and everybody was like, "You're talking to him? Why are you talking to him? Are you serious, Marissa?" Like, it was clocking me. Like, they was clocking the hell out of me. Like, why are you talking to him? And I was like, I had issues, basically. That's it. So it was good for a while. It was nice for a while. He wasn't that bad. And then the problems started happening. So also, let's talk about the fact that, one, he was trying to talk to Samantha, which is my best friend, before he knew me though. That was before he knew me. And she wasn't going for it. So I was like, that's kind of weird, but like, because I don't want you running around saying that you got me, whatever. So we would argue a lot, y'all. We would wake up, be fine, but argue the rest of the day and go to sleep like, cool, whatever. We used to argue about the stupidest thing. He used to be that type where he'd be like, I don't need you, I don't want you, I don't love you. And then in the same sense, like, as soon as you're like, okay, you don't need me, that's fine, let's move on. And he'd be like, I do need you, but I do love you. Like, he was that type. Like, he was crazy as hell. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, when I look at these messages, it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, let's see, let's scroll down a little bit. And he was just, I don't know. It was one of them where he was like, I'm gonna beat you up. And I was like, I would fire report. You will go to jail.
The sad part, you're not going to jail. You're going to prison. That way. And that's a period.
And it would be other times you'd be like, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you for coming at me like that. And I'm like, you're in Oregon. Okay, first of all, this dude not even in Minnesota no more. He's in Oregon, like, far gone. Like, I don't know what was wrong with him. He like moved to Oregon like during our relationship. And once he left, I was like, yeah, this nigga gotta go. He gotta go. We gotta get kicked to the curb. It'll be a lot of instances too where like one of them was his cousin decided to try and be messy. Backstory: his cousin liked me like in middle school till high school. He liked me. Let's call him N. We're gonna call him N. So N liked me for a long time. Like it'll be like that where I'll be trying to be cool with him, but he'll be looking at me weird. Like, you know, you got, like, you can tell he like me, but if you're not gonna come up front with it, I don't care. You're gonna have to say what's on your mind. You're gonna have to speak it out. You're gonna have to tell me directly, because if you don't, I'm not gonna care, and I'm gonna act like I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna act like I don't think you like me, like all that. So he'll act weird though. Like, he'll be like, send me nudes. I'll be like, I'm not sending you nudes. Or he'll be like, let's, you know, do the devil's tango. And I'd be like, I don't want to do, no. So then I'll just stop talking to him. And I haven't talked to him a long time. And then I was on the phone. Tell me why N decided that he wanted to be messy and be like, oh, we talked before. Or like, we dated before. First of all, we didn't date. We barely talked. So cut that right now. And I'm literally like, you can see it in messages too, where he was like, you sent cut like news to my cousin. You did this with my cousin. And I was like, whom? I didn't do none of that. And I literally like sent it to him like to show him I didn't do none of that. So why are you trying me like this? And he was like, scroll up. And I did, and there was nothing there. It was just him continue to ask. I remember even I had told Z, which is my ex, that like, you need to get him, because he keep trying to talk to me and get news from me. It's weird. And you have to text him to like relax, because he needs to stop. So he was just lying. So after that, my crazy ex, we're just gonna call him crazy ex, he not getting no letter, no nothing. Crazy ex, he would still bring that up even though I proved I didn't do anything. Guess who came up in the room? Wow, like he cracked my way. Guess who came in the Oreo? I guess Oreo's staying here and listening to the story too. Mind you, he ain't never come to my house. He ain't meet none of my parents. We never did nothing. I don't even think, we just gave each other pecks and kisses. Like, we never did any of that. And he would act crazy. Like, golly. And then, like, it'll be other instances where, like, he would just argue with me over nothing. I remember one time, we was grouped together. He was with his friends. He was with Z and Z's cousin. So the crazy ex was like, oh, I'm with him. I'm like, okay, I don't care. So then Z was like, let me talk to her on the phone. And I'm like, what do you want to talk to me for? For what? About what? So then he got on the phone and he was talking that good stuff. You know how boys are. They talk that good stuff. Or you better not be shaking in the thing. And I was like, shut up. And then he got mad at me for saying shut up, because it was to him I was flirting by saying shut up. So he got mad at me and we argued the whole time. And mind y'all, it was already stressful. I was babysitting. I was like a nanny with twins. So I already didn't need none of that. Didn't need that energy. Back to what I was saying before, I was really interrupted by Oreo. So yeah, like, he would get mad over the littlest things, over nothing. Like, I feel like if we was together right now, he would try to put his hands on me. Like, that's how crazy he was. He was very much abusive. Like, there's no reason to be like that. And you're younger than me at that. Hold on, let me get my bag of chips for this, because, but yeah, I was like, you're younger than me at that. You gotta be glad I don't show these receipts. Like I was saying, you gotta be glad I don't show these receipts. Because I have so many receipts on this guy. Literally in my face. And much more on my other account. Because he found, y'all, I blocked him on my main account. And he found my second one. and he was talking crazy on the phone. When I say crazy, he was like, I'm better than you. First of all, he tried to be like, hey. And the reason why he said hey is because him and his girlfriend had broke up. And he decided that he was going to text me and thought I was just going to be like, hey. Like, and I was like, no. And then he got mad. And then started going off on me. First of all, I should send the police to his house because he was sending me fraudulent stuff. He was talking about he scammed. He had all these credit cards. He had weed. He had, well, I guess Oregon it's legal to have it, but he had like all this other stuff. And y'all, he look like he on crack now. I don't know. He lost too much weight too fast. His face is so. I just had to kick Oreo out because he was doing too much. He was sitting there itching, growling at himself. Yeah, he got mad because I didn't want to be with him, basically. And I didn't. It's more like I didn't give him the attention that he wanted. I didn't give him the reaction that he wanted. So he got mad. You're not going to jail, baby. You're going to prison. You gotta be glad I ain't one of them, because I'll send them to your house. I don't know where you live, but they gonna find you. Like, I have so many stories about him just for simply being him. Crazy as hell. And I was, my God, 15, 1-5. Wasn't even 16 yet. And I was dealing with that. I was losing so much weight because of that, because I was stressing. And then I finally just left. But it took me so many arguments and so much time to leave. I remember all the times, like, he would ruin my day. Like, he was one of those, like, if he's mad, he's gonna ruin your day. He's gonna make sure of it. Like, it was me, Samantha. It's so many stories I can show, like, so many mini stories I can tell y'all about this dude. It was me, Samantha. We can call the other two P, and the other dude C. Let's just say C was Samantha's little boo or whatever at the time, and P liked me for a while. Okay, and mind y'all, P and C, we used to all hang out at the mall all the time. That was our spot, the mall. And if you watching this, you know which mall I'm talking about. But we used to be in there deep. We used to be in the mall. So they came. Crazy X came too. Right? We was all having fun. We was doing go-karts, laser tag. We was eating. We had so many pictures and videos from that night. And then all of a sudden, me and Samantha was like, okay, where's Crazy X? Where's P? And where's C? Where'd they go? And they were gone for a minute. They came back, and Crazy X was mad. And he was going off on me. I was all types of bees, whores, sluts that night. Let me tell you. I still don't know, because we wasn't around, so we don't know what happened. So Crazy X was mad because, well, P, not C, P had said something. And he was like, well, he was bragging about going to the mall with y'all. He said he was at the mall with you, like, bragging, like, doing all that other ish. But P was like, when I asked him, he was like, oh, he was like, oh, y'all be going to the mall and stuff. And he was like, yeah, we do. But listen, I don't know what happened, because if we're being honest, P is just as fucking crazy. His ass be on some shit too. So let's talk about that. He be on something. I don't know what it is, but he be on something. We just got into it not that long ago, but that's just a different story for a different time. So Crazy X got mad. He went and got picked up early. He was gone. ruined my whole night. So I was mad at P because I was like, what did you say? Because I know how P be. So I'm like, what did you say? And he was like, I ain't saying nothing. And then C was like, we can go beat that nigga right now. We can go see him. What you want us to do? And I was like, I'm mad. I don't know what to do. I was like, well, and I was upset that whole night. I might put some pictures from that night to show y'all how upset I was that night. You can see it on my face. I was upset. So that killed me. And then we made up that same night. But what killed me was when he recently had texted me and got mad because I didn't give him the response that he wanted. He called me broke. Broke who? Even when I do be broke, I still got my stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. But I definitely wasn't broke around that time because he never paid for me. Every time I went out, I bought my own stuff. Every time. I never asked for money from him. Nothing. So that blew me when he called me broke. I was like, broke? In what universe? In what place? Because I ain't never broke. That's one thing I'm not. Even when I got $1 in my account, I still make it work. Until the money come in. Where the money resides. But yeah. I might low-key just put some receipts in it. Just so y'all could see what I had to deal with. At such a young age. How stressed I was. Now that I think about it, I remember time too where he basically had cheated on me. Or he said he didn't. He said he lied, but he probably wasn't. He was like, I got head from this other girl before I left, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay. Dang it, nothing to do with me. But you wasn't getting it from me. And I don't remember when I actually left. Because there was so many times where I left, I don't even know which one is right. And I don't want to look through the messages because what if he see me looking through it? He gonna be like, it's gonna be some other shit, and I don't want that. But yeah, I basically went through so much of him. I would say he's abusive in some lights, probably mentally abusive towards me. Cause he used to really get me hot, like he used to make me hot, like he knew what to say to make me mad, or to make me upset. And like, I guess he manipulated me in a way too, cause I ain't leave for a good minute. But at the same time, we didn't date that long, so I think it's the fact that he followed me for so long. Even after 2019, you still bothering me in 2020, you still bothering me in 2021. Like, leave me alone. I should not be living rent free in your head. And if he ever see this, boy, you. Two fingers. Probably will see it. Because after I post this, I'm gonna post my crazy ex. Somebody that know him probably gonna see it and send it to him. I'll be like, boy, you and your friends. Middle finger to all of them. I'm not gonna say that. That's messed up. I was trying to pull up Wendy Williams. But yeah, it was so many things with that man. Like, I just told y'all so many stories in one story time. Just to give y'all a glimpse of what. I don't have good luck with men. Let's just say that. Because before him, I was in another messed up relationship. But we don't talk about it. He's still following me too. But yeah, I just really don't understand. We weren't together that long. January, February, March. I feel like it was 3 months. That's it. I just wonder, why did I live rent free in his head so much?
I guess we'll never know.
I'm getting stressed just thinking about it. Like, bro, I don't know. I think this should be good enough, though. Just give y'all like the full story. Cause there's so much that he did. Oh yeah, I almost forgot something. Me and Samantha stopped being friends like in the summer. We became friends back then. We became friends again in fall. And this was she told me the tea when she was like, Crazy X, almost said his name. Crazy X had tried to talk to her, and he basically was like, I regret dating her. It should have been you, blah, blah, blah. So when he texted me again, I was like, I'm finna mess with him now. I was like, remember you said you regret dating me? Remember when you texted my best friend? Remember this? Remember that? He got so mad. So more of the story is, niggas ain't shit. And that's the end of it. Men suck. But if you get lucky, you better just remember this. Find your soulmate. Don't let nobody stop you. Not even your husband. Not even your boyfriend. Don't stop them from finding your soulmate, because you never know. Because men ain't nothing. They really not. We gonna keep that a buck. I don't think I ever had a good experience. I take that back. It's like one that's never did anything to me. Like, they ain't never cheated. They ain't never picked someone over me. They ain't never did nothing. They just, and he know who he is. It's only one out of all the dudes I dated. One. That ain't never used me. Ain't never cheated. Ain't ever nothing. One. Out of all of them. That says something. I did date a lot of dudes. I don't know. Let's keep it a buck. I have. That don't mean I did some with them, but I have dated quite few. So always remember that. Women, let's clap it up for the men too. Y'all too, cause some of y'all be really good men, but y'all be letting these little whorish girls run y'all. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Cause I promise you, it's not worth it. It's really not. Find your match. But yeah, y'all, that was my video. My hair, I did my hair. That's the story time. Peace out.